Hey everyone, I am in the town of Silver Plume and I'm standing across from what is now the museum here, but it was the old public school. Back in 1894 it was built. A ton of history. We're gonna go take a ride down and go down Main Street and see some of the old buildings. But the reason I'm here this morning is we are going to go ride up and over this mountain here. And then once you get over the top of this, you get into some real alpine trails above timberline, and we'll get up to probably close to 13,000 feet, I would imagine. So we'll use the altimeter once we get all the way to the top. But today we're going up on the Ranger, and should be a really beautiful morning to do this. So let's go take a look around the town of Silver Plume. This is a pump house. It's called Brewery Spring. Guess there was a brewery right here back in 1889. I'm sure that was popular with the miners up here. Come down and get a cold beer. So a cool little spring running here still. This is cool. This is the old original jail here. Let's take a look inside. Wow. So that's what you were locked into if you caused trouble in Silver Plume back in the 1800s. Pretty interesting. Just one little cot in a little tiny room.
The last living miner who worked in a Silver Plume mine.
Oh, you did? No kidding.
I grew up 79 now. And yeah, I grew up in New York City listening to folk music about working in the mines, and I built the Eisenhower Tunnel.
Do you happen to know a guy named David Mosch down in...
Al Mosch was one of my best friends.
Oh, no kidding. Okay. Yeah, sure.
I actually edited one of his books.
Oh, okay. I grew up with David, so...
I'm Marty.
Marty? Hi, Tom. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure, and this is Nala.
Nala? Hey, sweetie. I was a real nice guy. He was a local here in town. We'll ride up this street. Just some of the old storefronts and old houses along here. These all date from the late 1800s. Morning. Windsor Hotel. Check out that beautiful engine. Guys are filling it up with water and coal right now. You look down the tracks here, they've got another engine. So this is where we're heading, the Argentine Central Railway bed. It's going to get us up and over this mountain that I pointed out earlier. This is saying that it's a 6% grade, so not bad. It will be easy enough to get up and over. I did this ride last year on the Nitro bike, which is a mid-drive bike. Today I'm on a hub drive, and we'll see how it does. I'm on my favorite trail bike today, and that is the Cyrusher Ranger. This is a hub drive 750 watt, about 1300 watt peak power bike, and it is an incredible climber. This thing has taken me places that I never thought an e-bike would be able to go. I have pedal assist levels 1 through 5, and because this is a 6% grade here, I'm able to just comfortably pedal up in pedal assist 2. So that's pretty cool. I don't have any throttle. I took my throttle off last year because the places I ride, they're not allowed. I've essentially choked this bike down to a class 1 e-bike, and that way the Rangers don't give me any trouble. Ooh, that feels a lot better. I got off a layer of clothes because it was getting awful hot. I was honestly expecting to still be finding some snow on this side of the hill. We got some clouds coming in. We'll have to see if it looks safe for us to be up on that top ridge around lunchtime. That may be a little late in the day today, so I got kind of a late start. And then I was talking to that guy down in Silver Plume for about a half hour. See if we run into any other bicyclists. I rarely do in this part of the mountains, mainly because it's just an awful lot of work to get back up here. These are 2 old wagon routes for hauling ore to and from the mines and supplies to the mines. You've got an upper and a lower road, essentially both going to the same place. And each road was one direction so that the carts weren't having to run into each other coming and going. Pretty smart design. Boy, that was a cold stream. Super nice. I feel 30 degrees cooler now. I haven't seen a single person this entire ride up. Sometimes there are people up here by the mines that are in this big bowl, just checking things out, but we'll see. If you're thinking about getting an e-bike to go out and do backcountry exploring, man, I highly recommend it because it's just so much fun. Yeah, we're getting real close now to the first mine. Look at that view, man. It looks to me like the snow maybe drifted in on some of the road up there. I think we're probably going to have to just start riding up and see what we've got. Okay, everyone, if you're looking for a reason to get an e-bike and start getting into the backcountry, here it is. This bowl is absolutely spectacular. You'll have to check it out yourself in person because it is really something. I'm just sitting here eating a granola bar, gonna have a drink, and then we're gonna head up. I obviously see some snow right there that I may have to walk the bike through, but then I see open road up above it as well. So maybe once we get past this, we've got a section we can get up to. When we get up on the side of this big guy here, because the road actually goes up quite a ways up this one and then cuts across. I don't know what to expect there. It's on the south side, so it may be melted off. We'll see. So from basically that first snowbank that we're gonna hit onto the top is insanely steep. I mean, just really crazy. So gonna be having to ride a little bit slower. It's also insanely rocky. It's just big loose boulders. We've got some pretty good streams right here at the bottom. You can just ride right on through those without any fear of causing any damage for your e-bike. He's chained up. I wonder if he made it through. That's pretty crazy. Okay, I'll get back on here. So this part just becomes really technical. Oh boy, that's steep. Ooh, well, that's a workout. These high alpine lakes that you find in almost every one of these big bowls are always so neat. We got another water crossing right below us. I've been through this one a couple of times when it's actually been pretty deep. Yeah, this is pretty deep. Man, yeah, we were getting up there. That's about the limit of what I'm going to ride through. And unfortunately, what you're seeing here is what the road is for the rest of the way up. It's just a mess. It's a workout. E-bike or no e-bike, that's a workout. Whew. Hello. Did you make it to the top? Nice. Is there big snow fields on the way?
A few spots where it is fully covered by snow.
Okay.
There's a few spots where it's mostly covered, and there's a little bit that you can kind of sneak by.
Okay.
But yeah, like once you, like the switchback that kind of comes this way and then back.
Yeah.
There's a good bit of snow cover still on that one.
I figured. Yeah, that one. Okay, cool. Hey, well, thanks, man.
No problem.
Okay, well, we have made it quite a ways up off of the canyon floor, and we came up and over this mountain here and all the way down into the big deep valley on the other side. So we've covered a lot of ground here. I'll tell you what the exact mileage is when we get back to the car, but we've made it to this point, and I'm seeing that the road from here all the way across is completely snowed in, and that's just way too far for me to hike a bike uphill. It's incredibly steep up here as well. So the hiker that I passed a while back said that this section and the switchback and what's above is snowed in at this time. So I'm gonna have to call this quits. The other reason is we definitely have a storm coming in. It's about 11 a.m. now, and you really kind of want to be off these high peaks by 11:30 or so, because the lightning strikes are super common up here. Since we cut our other ride short up to the saddle there, we're gonna check out this road here. I've never been up it. Okay, this is a great pass here. Goes up and over, but I can see that we've got more snowed in areas up above, and that cut back there. So we're going to run into the same thing on this, where we're just going to have some impassable areas. So rather than go that way, I'm going to take this road, which I've never been on, and we're going to head down into this pretty valley here. See where that goes. Boy, I tell you, riding in the Rocky Mountains is kind of unlike anything else. It is just nothing but loose rock everywhere. You guys that are back east or in different countries with nice smooth dirt trails, I can't even imagine how nice that would be. That stuff is always just so crazy. think my camera got turned down again. That's what happens when I'm riding on real rough stuff. The camera will vibrate and turn itself down, and sometimes I lose some really beautiful scenery shots because the camera's looking at my handlebars. It's kind of a hairy little line here. Wow. Okay. Stuff is just so crazy to ride on. These rocks get slippery when they get wet. Okay. Get on the high spot here and ride along. Hello. How's it going? Good. What makes all of these switchbacks a little bit of a challenge is that there's just so many loose rocks on them. Hi, sweetie.
Man, serious bike. I like it.
Yeah, it's fun. Hi, sweetie. Hello, how are you? Hi. Very cute. And we are back down from the top of the mountain here. Okay, here we are back at the museum and where I parked. So we're right at 30 miles for that loop and lots of climbing. We're still at 42% of battery. So did really well. But what a climb up and over. So, hey, thanks guys.